Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Marina Kristensen. I make videos about zero waste and low waste lifestyle, food, fitness and health in general, and also minimalism, and that's why you have clicked on this video, right? In today's video I will share with you my 4 basic tips on how to start with your minimalism journey. And I'm on the journey myself, so I wouldn't call myself a professional minimalist or something like that. When you're on a minimalistic journey or any kind of journey, you always grow and you never actually stop because you learn so many new things every single day. The first tip is always ask yourself, do I actually need it? I already talked about this in my previous minimalistic video. I will leave the link down below and also that you can click right here. And do watch this after you watch this video. And it's just like, do you want it or do you need it? I gave you the example of black t-shirts, so you already own a few black t-shirts and you see another one in stores. And it fits you and it looks nice, but it doesn't really is any different from the other ones you already have at home. So ask yourself, do I actually need it? And in this case you don't. That doesn't mean that you're not allowed to treat yourself, of course you are, but always consider if you will use it multiple times, or if you only use it one time and then it will stand somewhere in your cupboard or somewhere in a box and you'll never watch at it again. Therefore, do you want it? Yes. Do you need it? Yes. No. And that's a big thing to me, and this is, in my opinion, making your life and your journey on minimalism and also on a sustainable lifestyle and a zero waste lifestyle so much easier. Tip number 2 is to start slow. Don't just go full all in and throw everything away you have, and in the end you have to buy it again. My advice is to take some things where you're not sure if you will need it or if you won't need it and pack it in a box. And if you do not think about these certain items for 1 month, 2 months, you will give them away. But if you thought about it and needed it and used it in this certain time, you will keep it. So find out what kind of things you will keep and what kind of things you are giving away or sell or throw away. Because in the end, minimalism is also about all of the things you need in life and all of the things that are necessary and what you actually use. Do you hear that? Do you hear her breathing? She's so loud and she's sneezing a lot, so she has a cold. And her nose is whistling. Do you say that in English? I don't know. In Germany we say that. Anyways, where was I? And if you were throwing it away because you think like, I want to be a minimalist now and I'm not allowed to own anything anymore. And 1 week later you're standing there and missing your glass, missing that, missing this, and you have to buy it again. That's not the whole concept behind minimalistic lifestyle, and therefore think about what you need, what you don't need, especially when you're a beginner, and to first figure out your whole situation, and not like when you're already on this journey for quite a while, you already know more exactly and you're more certain about what you can keep and what can go away. Because you first have to find your own kind of minimalism, because you cannot compare yourself to others. That's not possible, because we're all from different backgrounds, we all have different desires and needs, and therefore find out your own way of minimalism, figure out what you need, what you don't need. And number 3 is go piece by piece. Take, for example, 3 elements or 3 areas in your house or in your lifestyle and start changing it slow. For example, your wardrobe. You want to declutter it and want to change it up a little bit so that you find your own style. The second thing would be, for example, your kitchen cupboard, to organize it. And the last one would be your living room decoration, that your living room is not cluttered with it and it looks more elegant, for example. That you have 3 parts, 3 areas you start with, and when one is done, you can add a new one to it. And therefore you're not overloading yourself with tasks and in the end don't want to do anything. That's at least for me the case when I write a list and there are 20 things I want to do. In the end I'm not doing anything because I feel overwhelmed by it. And therefore I like to take a few of these that are the most important at the certain time, or they are very easy to do, and when these are done I take the next ones and write a new list. When I see a very long list, whether it's something I wrote myself as tasks or when I look at the ingredients list of foods, I don't want to look at it any longer. Therefore I don't buy the food and I don't look at the list I wrote myself. And the last tip, set yourself goals and set them in a certain time span. With the whole time span, that's not always possible. For example, when you set yourself the goal, and when I get home and I change my clothes, that I put them away straight. So that's something you will do every single time, or you want to do every single time, and you're not going to tell yourself, I'm doing this now for 1 month and then I'm getting back to my old routine. No. You want to do this all the time. And why you're doing it is pretty simple, because when you just take your clothes off and throw it everywhere, it's cluttered. And then you have to do it later again, in case you want to. Because people tend to be lazy and think, I'm going to do it later. And they don't. You probably can relate to this quote, right? But when it comes to one-time changes like decluttering your phone, yes, that's also an area, your phone. You can minimalize actually everything. So decluttering your phone is something you can say, like, I want to do this in 1 week. Or swapping your living room decorations for plants. Giving yourself 1 month for this. Another goal without a set time span would be, for example, spending less money on makeup products, or I don't know what you like to buy. Always good to write something down and to look at it and say, like, yes, I did this, I did that, oh, I haven't done that, so this is the next thing I have to do. And this way you really can not control, but see how you grow and see how you go further and develop your minimalistic journey, or journeys in general. That you have something in front of you you can look at and be kind of proud at yourself that you come so far. And this is going to motivate you on top, which is very important to stay on a certain journey, that you have something that motivates you and that you're not are thrown back by too much negativity or too much not knowing what you actually already have done and everything you achieved. These were my 4 basic tips to start with your minimalistic journey, or in general any kind of journey, as I said. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope we will see you next time again. Make sure to watch all of the other videos that are similar to this one or related to this one, and all the best on your minimalistic journey, and I hope we will see you next time again. Until then, have a great day, and yes, goodbye. You can say, only Lou, don't cry. I will straight start with my tips. The first one is Lou. Be patient. Always be patient. Fertig?